As the alarm goes off, the tiny man in the ear awakens at once, rushes to the eardrum, and hits it forcefully with a hammer. The brain is startled into consciousness, he extends himself slowly, then toggles the trigger for the eyes. The brain releases the main valve, the resting body arises instantly, the heart begins sprinting on the treadmill to activate all the organs. The little man assists the lungs with respiratory drills, oxygen and carbon dioxide move through and through. The right hand, half asleep, already begins wildly scrolling on the phone, whereas the left hand stays idly motionless. Next, the brain instructs the boy to rise. Dizzily, he wanders to the living room and goes into the bathroom. A little man inside is occupied dragging out trash. As the boy cleans his teeth, the brain at last finds a chance to relax, but then the long vacant stomach rings the alarm. The brain promptly tells the boy to dine. The brain guides the boy to grab food, then attempts to rap on the mouth's door. The little man raises the teeth and starts masticating. The tongue begins tasting the flavors. By the throat's aid, the food easily goes into the stomach. Eventually, the stomach becomes full. Shortly, the food is decomposed into nutrients, and a transport team carries them to every organ. But this calm pattern is quickly interrupted. The boy begins consuming fiery spicy noodles. The noodles plunge into his mouth. The tongue gets a small sample and instantly begins spitting fire. When the food arrives at the stomach, the extreme discomfort causes it to throb, though it can only suffer quietly, oblivious that the intestines are already burning. In the meantime, the boy begins experiencing stomach pain. He desperately swallows probiotics. The internal worker cells are pushed into movement, ejecting the laser from his body. The boy feels awful, yet he fails to gain wisdom and starts grabbing high-calorie junk once more. Huge quantities of food pour into his stomach, giving it no period to process correctly. Fat sticks to the stomach lining, obstructing the transport team's route. To exacerbate things, the virus quickly expands from the stomach, the lungs are captured by the invaders, and the heart falls off its track. The boy faints senseless. Fortunately, his companion rescues him on time. Recognizing his error, the boy goes back to a wholesome diet. His organs slowly revert to normal. But how long do you believe this will continue?